Today, I will pose you a simple question. Why doesn't this trebuchet work? Or rather, which side do you think will go down? So ahead of us there's axles, and then there's this large rod connecting them. Connecting this gigantic box to that tiny stick over there. It's actually a chain of hinges. Which do you think will go down? Or up? Well, let's find out. You already know the answer due to me posing this question in the first place. It seems like they're sitting even now. That one might be going up. But just keep watching. Excuse me? That is lifting this? What? That tiny thing over there is lifting that giant thing. Oh, it's not. It's actually going up. It's going up now. What? What? Okay, that's weird. Now, I actually already knew that was going to happen because I've tested this before. That was just the intro to Let's Sway Things. But first things first, let me explain this. This is a bunch of hinges that you can watch, actually. They dangle down like a rope. And I guess they create a lot of pulling force just by the way the hinges work. And it does something funky that allows this, which is only at a 3-to-1 ratio, to lift it up. But also something interesting I found as a result of this is, how much do you think this hinge weighs? Do you think it weighs more than this iron cube, for example? Well, actually, let's do a baseline. Is this level? Yes, this is level. What is this? Well, it's obviously a scale. You just stand on one side, it goes down. The reason it went up is because I walked backwards off of it. And it applies force. So, one iron cube or a hinge? Which weighs more? Oddly enough, a hinge weighs more than an iron cube. As a matter of fact, all of these parts weigh more than an iron cube because they weigh the same as each other. Check that out. Axle, hinge, same weight. Axle, motor, how about that? Same weight. Axle, medium motor. The medium motor is slightly heavier. Motor and medium motor should be the same as with the axle. Yeah. Alright. How much does a battery weigh? Does it weigh more than a motor, maybe? No, the motor's way heavier. Does it weigh more than an aluminum cube? Yeah. How about more than 2 aluminum cubes? Okay, it weighs less than 2 aluminum cubes, so I guess if you want to have a pole that's lighter, then you should use batteries. Well, let's see. How much does an axle really weigh, I guess? Since it's heavier than 1 iron cube, is it heavier than 2 iron cubes? Yes. Is it heavier than 3 iron cubes? Yeah. 1 axle is heavier than 3 iron cubes. How about 4 iron cubes? 1 axle is heavier than 4 iron cubes. 5? 1 axle is heavier than 5 iron cubes? Okay, 6? Okay, 6 iron cubes is heavier than 1 axle, but only barely. Are you serious? 6 iron cubes. Okay, so if you want to make something really heavy, make it out of hinges, motors, iron, or not iron cubes, axles, I guess any part, right? Right, like a ball joint should weigh the same as an axle, based on what we've seen so far. Yeah. So all the basic parts weigh the same. Even this, right? Axle and a stepper, hinge. Actually, does a lever weigh the same? How much does a lever weigh? Okay, a lever. Let's see if levers are weightless. No, levers have some sort of weight. A lever weighs more than an aluminum cube, so that's interesting. How about 2 aluminum cubes? Nope, slightly less. How about a triangle? Actually, this is a good question. Does a triangle weigh the same as a regular cube? No. Good to know. Okay, how about, does this tiny aluminum corner weigh the same as this? No. Does it weigh the same as this? Hard to tell. I think so. I think that one is slightly heavier, but I gotta make sure these are at the same angle so that we're getting fair measurements. It actually looks like this one is heavier. Interestingly enough. They are placed at similar angles. But if we sit here for a second, you can see this one's heavier. Anyway, that's enough testing for now. Actually, wait. Glass versus aluminum. Glass weighs a little bit more. It doesn't weigh more than 2 aluminums though. How about iron versus aluminum? Alright, 3 aluminum's heavier. 2 aluminum is heavier than 1 iron. 2 aluminum is heavier than 1 iron. 1 aluminum though, slightly less. But now let's remember, this is heavier than 6 iron. So this little thing is equivalent to 12 aluminum cubes. So basically this. See that box? This and this weigh the same. It's crazy. Anyway. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. That's it. Peace out.